Hey guys, OKB here. Welcome to a new series. This is a how to use a ninja series. Alright, I got this idea from a subscriber. I forgot who, but you commented and I was like, oh yeah, that idea. Why didn't I think of that? So, how do you use Shisui? Well, okay, first of all, I need to say there's going to be arena fights after I talk. So you guys can skip to that if you just want to see that. If you're an experienced player, you can just look through the teams that way. There's going to be timestamps below. And I'm not sure yet, but I think Mighty Queens is going to do a Shisui team in training grounds. And she's going to probably fight a lot of Shisui teams. Because since it's been given out, some people just don't have Shisui. I think a lot of people, when they start a little, like in the middle or something, Six Pass Naruto is out, and that's the ninja you go for. And then Kushina is out, and then her breakthroughs are out, and then you go for that. And you keep on going for this and that and this, and you never really get to Shisui. He's been out for quite a while, a couple of years, I think. Kotoamatsukami, yeah, don't know how to say it. But even though he's been out for so long, he's still a very powerful ninja. He was actually still a meta before Six Pass Naruto. He was a meta. He was definitely a huge meta there. Okay, so let's talk about Shisui. All right, abilities I think most people know. So I'm gonna talk about what you can do with those abilities and how you make teams with Shisui. I already made a whole bunch of teams, but you should make your own team for whatever ninjas you have, because you don't have all the ninjas I have. That's for sure. Or maybe you have more if you're a spender. Either way. He has a mystery that has a 3-round cooldown, which basically means it's unlikely that you're going to be able to use his mystery again in round 2. Now his attack is Taiyan Nin that causes ignition to 2. That's actually pretty good. And he has a high chance of repulse, so it's good for combos. And he chases himself. Repulse low and tag. Tag is alright. But this could be used in 2 ways. I'll talk about that in a second. He has a barrier for fire, wind, and lightning, so that's the ninja you want to use it with. Well, not exactly, because if you have a support ninja, you don't really need that support ninja to have high offense stats, so that's okay. And then he has a dodge for pretty much everything. He also has low HP. If you take a look at, I should probably put him on. I don't know. This is my Kakuzu team, but for the sake of argument, let's take a look at his stats. Here we go. Shisui. Okay. Now his growth rate, health growth. Oh, it's actually not too bad, but he has low defense. He has high ninjutsu and attack, and for some reason he always has the lowest health out of everyone in the team. His health actually isn't too bad, but I think, everyone else's health is a lot higher, so I guess his health and attack is pretty low. His ninjutsu is... Oh, this is 4 stars, though, so we can't compare that. But if we talk about Anbu Itachi, for example... yeah, it's very low. 1,000 and something is, below average or something. Slightly below average. 1,200, probably a little below average. He always gets targeted by, Kushina's standard attack, who hits the person with the lowest health. They always go for Shisui, if you have him. So that's one of his weaknesses, not having so much health or defense. But he has a lot of ninjutsu, and his attack is it's mediocre. This is 3 stars. I keep forgetting. But Shisui, yeah, his weakness is being hit. That's kind of it. All right, so I guess his other weakness is his mystery here. I'm gonna put my Conan back. Alright. Now, he can be a position 1 ninja. Alright, position 1 ninjas are the damage dealers, and he's a fair damage dealer. This is one of the teams I made earlier. Not with this main though. So, Shisui. The thing is, he's a damage dealer. He hits 2 people with ignition, so that's extra damage, or you stop healing, one of those 2. And then in round 2, you get to use his mystery. The problem is that's not enough damage. He can have his barrier and stuff, and he has a 40% attack and ninjutsu increase, but he needs other people to support him. And I think one of the most standard teams is to have Iruka here. And let's see. It's taking a little bit of time per ninja. And Anbu Itachi here. Okay. And what this does is create a huge combo. Shisui you hit with repulse low. Then you use let's see, low repulse on the fire main. So it goes to repulse, and then you chase yourself with repulse high. And then Anbu Itachi goes high repulse, you go back to repulse high, and Anbu Itachi use high repulse again. And now we have Iruka breakthroughs. We didn't have this before. And so if you're able to combo somebody in some way, I suppose, you're able to interrupt them, but I don't have the interrupt breakthrough, but it's okay. You get another 2 combo, and you have a high chance of 30 combo if you can attack twice. Alright, Anbu Itachi allows Shisui to attack twice, which means you hit 2 people 2 times, 4 times in total, and you ignition like everywhere. And then you have Iruka as damage boost. I would actually not put this as the Y skill, probably just the normal's buff. And then we have a status reflect here, and we do shields. So status reflect and shields. And then you could do Banai Chakra for round 2, so Anbu Itachi can use his mystery as well. If you don't want that, I suppose Death Mirage, probably Oboro Clone for defense. Killing Iruka is whatever, he's like a body shield and a buffer. After he buffs people, he can die, unless you use his Y skills. And that's the standard Shisui Itachi team that really ruled the entire game a while back. He still is pretty strong right now. If you do Matsuri Arena, this is probably like one of the standard ones that doesn't cost a lot of money. Alright, now, I should go back to Arena. What about Shisui is good? Well, he also, so aside from his standard attacks and his barrier, the problem with his barrier right now is that people can change the barrier very easily with so many other different ninjas. So it's not exactly the best thing. Alright, and he also has, as a position 1, he also has a mystery that has a cooldown time of 3 and costs 40 chakra, even though it's probably not interruptible unless you use Edo Minato or Hashirama. It's not very good because his cooldown time is 3 rounds. He can't use it round 1, so that's pretty weak compared to many other position 1s like Breakthrough Kushina or 6-Pass Naruto, all these different things. Now, what he can do, and that's why I'm putting him in position 2 now, is be a support, alright? And who do you put as position 1? Anybody, really. Anybody with fire, wind, or lightning. It could be Edo Minato, 6-Pass Naruto, Wind Kushina. Let's see. Killer Bee, I suppose, is one. Let me see. He's lightning, so yeah, Killer Bee. Killer Bee is one. Like, you could put him as that. But I honestly think the best combo with him is Kushina, because Kushina does low knockdown and decreases her mystery cooldown by 1 with that combo. And her mystery causes repulse, which Shisui chases. And if you put Shisui behind Kushina, it's a little hard for people to put him in paralysis. So that's a good thing, because you do need that chase for Kushina. Now, I don't think there's very many others that have great chases with this. Let's see, they chase low, actually. Chase low. Yeah, so let's see. This list here. Okay, so another one is with Ino. Summer Ino. And you can just make up the other 2 ninjas. Whatever main and whatever 4th ninja is out there. Thing is, Shisui has a high chance of causing repulse. It's awesome for Ino because Ino, so he chases himself, he causes repulse and repulse low, and then Ino goes low knockdown and lowers her cooldown by 1. This is an awesome combination between the 2, and you can use it in a lot of different places. Now you'll see in one of my teams, so here Summer Ino blocks, increases ninjutsu, defensive resistance after 3 hits, but that's not enough defense against a lot of different teams. So one of the teams I will be showing you is Shiryu. Alright, you have a natural buff in defense, You have a natural increase in damage. You have this girl here with like, she also heals 2 people with and removes debuffs. And then she also causes chaos and ignition. Lots of ignition here. I think it's set up something like this, and then we move the entire team up. I don't want to do that right now. But Shisui has that dodge, so he can dodge once. Fireman can go shields and status reflect, so it's kind of nice against any 6-pass Narutos and all that stuff. And now you have sort of a balanced cancerous damage team. Not so much damage. It's not enough damage to be considered a damage team, but it has really good defense and control and some damage, and that's a pretty good team already. Now you guys should have Summer Ino. If you don't get her, especially as a free-to-play, she's pretty cheap as a free-to-play, and she's one of the better free-to-play ninjas that you can get. I'm sure a lot of people already have her from Great Plates. Like, she's been given for free a couple times, her fragments, so it's not hard to get her 3 stars for free actually throughout a lot of events. So okay, this is like one of the combinations you might want to use: Summer Ino and Shisui. Now, Chiruku and Shisui is also a good combination, just, because Chiruku has a good Konoha buff, and he's immune to status, and Shisui has a dodge, so when someone in position 1 tries to get you in round 2, they'll have to hit the main or someone in the back. And yeah, that's pretty good. But the problem with that is that if Shisui uses his mystery and uses knockdown in chaos, well then Chiruku will chase that and cause immobilize for only 1 round, and that's like a problem with this entire setup. But yeah, oftentimes if you have a better ninja, which I hope you do, you put them back as support. Alright, there's like other types of teams with like Susanoo Itachi in front for control and damage. Madara, so that everybody can use his Madara, who generates chakra whenever you use a mystery. And so when you use a mystery, you get chakra. Shisui gets to use his mystery, and he generates 40 chakra, and everybody gets to use their mystery round 2. So that's another combination we can mention. And then we have, let's see, where is, yeah, I tried to make something with Summit Madara, but it didn't work. I can't find it. Oh, Edo Itachi, there we go. Edo Itachi. Alright, so this is a pretty fair combination. If you haven't already, I hope you have been trying to go for Edo Itachi, because he is the god. Itachi in general is the god of control. Edo Itachi isn't necessarily the god of control in every single case. He's not the best anymore. Kimono Itachi can actually be better sometimes, especially against people like Killer Bee breakthroughs. So here's the thing. Here's a combination that you guys can try. Since Edo Itachi has status reflect, you can switch. I don't have. Oh, I do have it. You can switch to fire and earth enhancement, and everybody will have like a huge damage boost. And so you can put them in a line and just attack. Itachi hits in a line, Shisui hits and repulses to the back. You can put a fireman behind, and then someone like, Chiruku. Oh, Chiruku's just so good for this. Chiruku, right? And we have some defense against both ninjutsu damage because Edo Itachi. We have position 1 control that puts people. Honestly, it really is nerve-wracking when someone is using position 1 Edo Itachi. Chiruku has a good combination with Edo Itachi, so you might be able to immobilize and remove buffs from somebody in standard attack. And then you have Shisui here for damage and Fireman for damage, and this is something you can use for a lot of things. If you don't have Edo Itachi, you could use Edo Hiruzen perhaps, and then you have Fireman as with a status reflect for control. This is one of the teams I'll also show you. This is one of the teams that before all the metas came out, I was using against 6-pass Naruto. And it was pretty effective because it had a status reflect, it had a dodge, it had this guy who was blocking standard attacks, and so that 6-pass Naruto can't use their mystery every single round, or at least it blocks some of it. Yeah, there's there's just a lot of things you can do with him. You want to pay attention to, one, his chase. Can you make a combo with him? Two, do you need someone? Can you protect him? I guess. And also, if you're running some sort of dodge ninja, 3 dodge ninjas, then that's also pretty good. You might want to switch to like Earth Main with like super armor or something like that. But either way, like his combination with Kushina is awesome, and that's one of the reasons that you might want to use him. I'm sure a lot of people are getting Kushina. She's been given out just like Summer, you know. Yeah, so I think even if you don't have Kushina breakthroughs, it's a good team. I think there's one of the standard teams before was Lightning Main, and you put like Anbu Itachi and Shisui. And the Kushina in the front because she's immune to status, and then everybody was immune to status because of Root. It doesn't work so well anymore unless you're focused on position 1 and it's not an arena, I guess. It's kind of fair combo style attack thing. It's better to have Fire Main, honestly. Okay, so you also know that there is, let's see, he is a secret jutsu user, so Fire Main is able to give a Red Lotus secret. Lightning Main is able to do a Sword's Intent. Either way, those two will be able to give Shisui his mystery back if it kills a unit, which means you need to deal a lot of damage in round 1 so that you can kill somebody with your damage in round 2. And it's a little risky, I suppose. You can put him as position 1, but yeah, you probably need a combo with Anbu Itachi. Anbu Yamato even is actually not too bad either. I also tried something like Edo Shin, if you guys forgot, or Susanoo Kakashi, but Edo Shin works. So if you use him, both Shisui and Shin will be hidden, which means they can't be targeted for a mystery. They can only hit the main or the other ninja, whichever one that is. Kushina, once again, is a great choice, but you could use Chiriku, Iruka. You can use position 1 and, you know, use a Fire Main. Yeah, probably not this one. Use the Dragon Flame Jutsu or the upgraded version. Either way, there is just many things. I probably haven't mentioned everything there is. Izuna is actually a nice one for free-to-play players. I think for the more pay-to-win players, they start using Susanoo Itachi, normal Madara. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's probably it. That's the normal way to use it. And the 6-pass Naruto, of course, goes without a doubt because Naruto's wind damage. And then Shisui and Naruto both have dodges, which can really annoy the enemy. So, yeah, I think that's all I should mention because there are a lot of combinations. These are just the concepts. Whew, okay, so there's going to be arena fights. I'm going to put them maybe 1.5 or 2 times speed, one of those two. And after the arena, you can skip to training grounds if you want. And that will be from Mighty Queens. I'll see you guys in the next video. And tell me if you like this type of video. I think people will like it. See you guys next time.
終わりだ。戸塚の剣刻んでやるよ。召喚剣の術。戸塚の剣八坂の仲間。消えろおまてやす。
影分身の術。
終わりだ。3年
やめて。
消えろおまてやす。八坂の仲間。戸塚の剣。
影分身の術。遅くてなせんな。まだまだなせんな。まだまだまだまだオーラマだ。
そら最後を戦時。
こっちはまだまだ低くなるよ。なせんな。まだまだなせんな。ほら頑張りなさい。遅く言うなよ。
逃げ場はない。最後の戦術策。暗い消えろ。遅い。外気総来機。暗い。暗いはっ最後だ。遅い。
蹴りつけてやる。
元気になって。
おっせえ路線が
行きます。
逃げ場はない。行くぞ。
行くぜ。
もらった。
やめて
蹴りつけてやる。
スイカを出して行きます。
すごい。
怒らせたわね。
逃げ場はない。
いえんじゃん。元気になって。
逃げ場はない。そうだ。片方かけるのって言って。
いえんじゃん。
もらった。くそ。
行きます。
すごい。
怒らせたわね。元気になって。
消えてもらう。
いえんじゃん。
そうだ。逃げ場はない。そうだ。逃げ場はない。盛り付けろ。よっ。やろう。モデリング。行くぞ。そうだ。そうだ。
わかった。
まだだ。終わりだ。
もう大丈夫ね。
見事だ。モデリング。ガサン。無駄だ。まだだ。終わりだ。
もう大丈夫ね。
モデリング。もらった。
まだまだ。螺旋
くそ。
螺旋だ。
おっせえ路線が
ワイで。行くぞ。逃げ場はない。
影分身の術。行くわよ。
逃げ場はない。
行くわよ。まだまだ。螺旋だ。
蹴りつけてやる。
ワイで。螺旋が。
おっせえ路線が
ワイで。行くぞ。
てやる。ほら頑張りなさい。行くわよ。
逃げ場はない。逃げ場はない。最後を千住殺。
行くわよ。まだまだ。オーラマラセンナセンナ。まだまだ。先方ナセンナナセンナ。行くわよ。
最後を千住殺。いくぞ。そこだ。最後を千住殺。
まだまだ。先方ナセンナナセンナ。行くわよ。行くわよ。ナセンナ。影分身の術。見える。
終わりだ。行くぞ。
後派烈風剣。
まさかのマナトマ。終わった。
は行きます。レッツゴー。
終わった。
やーせいやーせい。
行くぞ。やさかのマナトマ。行くぞ。行くぞ。変化の術。行くぞ。終わった。
蹴りつけてやる。
片方変化の術。そこだ。くそ。消えろ。サム。くそ。終わった。よー。
下半身の術。
ここだ。逃げ場はない。
無念じゃ。下半身の術。
暗い。逃げ場はない。暗い。
はっ。
終わりだ。表レンゲ。
すごい。終わらせたわね。
職業優勝
暗い暗い
行きます。10号押していきます。下半身の術。
術の名は銀。
元気になって。
暗い暗い
行くわよ。
消えろ尾形
もつい5戦してけ。二重だな。
暗い
蹴りつけてやる。やいもつい5戦だ。
終わりだ尾形まだだまだだ
忍者
消えろガトン掛けになってた
忍者死をこらせた。忍者
まだだ
忍者もつい5戦だ。
まだだ
死を怒らせたわね。忍者
消えろサム絶対防御行くぞ まだ終わりだ。そこだ。行くぞ。
10歩もしけ
そこだ。
もつれませんわ
くそ。
行くぜ
終わった。
行くわよ
蹴りつけてやる。まだそのつまず
行きます
そこだ。行くぞ。
10歩もしけ
そこだ。
もつれませんわ
終わった。まだ
行くわよ
蹴りつけてやる。
行くぜ
まだ
もつれませんわ
終わった。まだ
10歩もしけ
蹴りつけてやる。
行くぜ行きます
そこだ。行くぞ。
もつれませんわ
終わった。
10歩もしけ
蹴りつけてやる。くっそ。
行くぜもつれませんわ
行くぞ。まだ
もつれませんわ
まだまだ終わった。まだ逃げ場はない。そこだ。逃げ場はない。そこだ。蹴りつけてやる。まだ行くぞ。
もつれませんわもつれませんわ
行くぞ。まだ
もつれませんわ
蹴りつけてやる。